Hey everybody, welcome to the Scars. Come on, videos on files. I'm tuning in. If you guys want to see Growing Up Hip Hop in New York episode 4, please stay tuned. Alright everybody, so sorry y'all that I cannot put up any pictures or whatever the case is. I might put some like little, animations and stuff like that, or little like, pictures that, whatever the case is. But we TV, okay, y'all got me, okay, like I can't use y'all pictures, like it's y'all pictures in the show. Y'all could have gave me a break. It's okay. I digress, but I'll just, I'll still talk about it, you know what I mean? It's okay. Maybe I need to put the green screen. Next time I use the green screen and put one picture behind me and see what happens, okay? WeTV, come on. I'm trying to get people to watch your show. I'm just trying to help you. Help me help you. So let me stop. Okay, I digress. Okay, here we go. All right. So episode 4, Little Mama and Angie meet up for lunch. Okay. All right. So they gave each other a hug, right? I think it was a fake hug. Okay, the little hug, like, a little tap, something like that. But anyway, Little Mama said that they're and I didn't type up my notes today, so I don't understand. Said that their relationship, they had a relationship for 10 years, and so she basically was saying how the Simmons were like was looked upon as like being rich, and they was like poor or whatever the case is. So she just saw it as that or whatever the case is. She said she didn't think that Angie was authentic, and Angie asked, do you want kids, and do you have a man and stuff like that, ask her questions. And so Lil Mama was like, I got somebody, I got a few guys in the running and stuff like that. I don't have any kids, she said she want kids, stuff like that. So Lil Mama didn't like the fact that she was asking her all these questions, because she was basically saying it's kind of like personal, or like we don't even know each other like that enough to get into stuff like that. So I'm thinking in my head, like, so what do you really want to talk about, my dude? See, this is the problem with certain people. It's like you try to sit down with somebody and try to like resolve some type of drama or some type of issue that you have with a person, but she's just seeing like negative stuff. Like she's just like, I don't know. I mean, what y'all think? Do y'all think Angela, like, do she seem like she's like on the whatever like that? I mean, okay, I think with Angela, she probably feel that Little Mama is drama. So excuse me, I don't know. Just tell me what y'all think. All right, so what happened? So Lil Mama said I didn't see you. So talk about the party. So she's still mad about the party. So I didn't see you, and then Angie basically said she had to go or whatever. So Lil Mama said I didn't want to embarrass you or disrespect you. Lil Mama said the energy was standoffish. So she's saying that Angie was standoffish, basically. So Mama said you seem reserved. So she said the money aspect, I said poor and rich. And so Lil Mama said she felt like a split, So Angie said I respect it. Lil Mama still thinks she's fake. And so basically it was a pointless convo. Okay, that's what I put in my notes. So Angie was just trying to have a conversation, and she was upset that she was asking her the question. So just like, so what type of conversation did you want to have? Like, what do you want? Like, what did you want to get out of the conversation, Lil Mama? What is it? Like, do y'all see like Angie being a little standoffish? But Angie was just explaining how she is, and that's how she does. But Little Mama is just like, oh, she thinks she's being fake or whatever the case is. So I mean, do y'all think Angie's being fake? I don't think so. Like, Little Mama, you just want drama. Like, stop. That's what I think. You just want the drama. Okay? You just want the drama. Okay? So Designer is still trying to call Flavor Flav. Designer is Flavor Flav's daughter. So it's still going to voicemail. So he finally picked up the phone. Finally, this is the 4th episode. She told him about, Quan, and she asked him when you come in, and then he said he'll do you have time to go to the studio? Okay, so he said, no, she said she don't know about this, and they have a rocky relationship. So her and her father have a rocky relationship. If you guys know, definitely go to the first episode where she explained, and I definitely did a video on that. Okay, so now we're going to Viva. So Viva was doing a music video, and Medina went to go see her. So Vina asked about the party and how she went off. So, because Medina went off on the last episode, if y'all ain't see it, Medina went off. So Medina said she freaked out and had her she had her menstrual or whatever that day, so that's why, that's a part of the reason why she was upset. And she told her about the listening party and invited Vina. So Medina said she had a convo with All-Star. What's his name? All-Star. Somebody come help me, okay? And told Vina what he said about being platonic. So she was like, oh, she made a face like, what? So I'm thinking that she likes OnStar or whatever. So she don't know what platonic means. So they both, okay. Okay, y'all know what platonic means. A platonic relationship. Platonic means there's no type of sexual relation going on, no type of nothing, no kissing, no touchy-feely, no nothing. It's just strictly friends out here. Like strict, like it's like no touchy-feely, no googly eyes, nothing. It's just platonic out here. That's what platonic means. I was like, is this a joke? Like, Medina ain't know, and Vina didn't know what platonic. I was like, yo. So I was like, I'm not trying to judge right now. I mean, it might sound like it, but it's like, bruh, like, just type it in Google real fast. If you're in a confession area, like, let me type it in Google, like. And she was even asking the people, and then the people in the background of the confessional was trying to tell her, like, tell them. I'm like, y'all know what platonic mean? Vina and Medina, are y'all playing? Are y'all really playing? I was just trying to figure this out. Are y'all playing? Is this for play? I just want to see it like that. I don't want to. I mean, some word we don't know a lot of words, but platonic, like, don't try to make up a definition of what is not. Like, if you don't know the definition of something, ask, Google it, okay? Like, please don't try to make. They said some crazy stuff. I was like, no, that does not mean platonic, bruh. Oh Lord, Medina Vina, Lord Jesus, Medina Vina. I don't know what else to say. I'll put it in God's hands. All right, so I hope y'all figured it out. Okay. All right. Okay. So Sienna is Charlie Baltimore's daughter, and she was saying how she had a rocky relationship. So it's like little clips that comes on in between the scene. So that part came up. All right. So JJ Irv Gotti's son went to the lawyer. Okay, to the lawyer's office. So he said he's not he don't know the process. So the lawyer said his charge with possession of marijuana, and he said that this will be on your record, okay? And he said he discussed this with everyone, and he said discuss this with everyone in your family. So right now his mom does not know. She's basically the only one that doesn't know, okay? And the lawyer said discuss this with everyone in your family, okay? All right, so JJ in the confessional thing was like, she's gonna kill me. Talk about his mom. So all right, so Sienna and her sister India meet up, and India has been in the modeling business since she was 14, and she was the first black girl to be on the Abercrombie billboard. And Sienna said that she has an up and down relationship with her mom. Okay, so it's very rocky. So Sienna she is a little upset. She's upset for the simple fact that because she's upset because her mom, Charlie Baltimore, basically helped her. She said helped India out with a lot of things, and she feels as though that her mom is not helping her out with the same thing, like helping her the way she helped India. Okay, so she feels some type of resentment towards that. So she said her mom dropped everything and helped India, and she expected the same in return with her. So she expected her to do that since she's doing her DJ, and she said her DJing, and she said that her mom has not. She said that she had to find out stuff on her own, and so now she's stressed with no job. She said Charlie hasn't even been to like one of her DJ gigs. So the DJ gig, she's been DJing for 3 years. So Charlie hasn't been to one of them. Charlie Baltimore, you haven't been to one of your daughter's DJ gigs? I don't know about that. That's not cool, Charlie Baltimore. So she said her mom supports her from a distance. Okay, so I believe if she do go to, I'm sure Charlie Baltimore went to at least one or two, which is sad to say, but none. Okay, Sienna said that she can help her out with networking. And India said, do you want your mom as your momager? Like, do you want mom to be your momager? So Sienna said, I can't, she can't wait for her or whatever like that. So yeah. So now we on with Designer. Designer says she has a surprise that, she was drinking with, with Quan and, I think his name is Will. Will is the other son. Will looks just like, Flavor Flav, but a cuter version. Okay. A cuter version. The Flavor Flav is sorry Flavor Flav. Sorry. All right, so she said I have good news, and he's flying in. So she was telling him about the good news. So they was drinking, smoking hookah and stuff like that. So they was looking like, okay, like like is he really gonna come? So they're gonna believe it when they see it. Basically, that's the type of faces like whatever like that. So Will is basically like a level-headed businessman type deal. So he's really like encouraging, and he really he's very mature or whatever the case is. So Will said at the end of the day, whatever is in the past, just be grown adults and basically talk it out, whatever the case is. So Designer said they have to play the track first. So she's still hurt about the TMZ thing that happened or whatever the case is. So Quan said don't wild out on him, and just because he's coming doesn't mean that he will say yes to doing the being in the studio and doing the track or whatever like that. So he said she better not and he said, Will said, you better not F it up, okay? All right, so hopefully Azana put her feelings to the side. And Will said, come to him as a grown woman. So Will's just basically like really mature. Like Will is like, just come to him as a grown woman, talk it out or whatever the case is. Like, don't be wilding out. Basically, be mature about it, whatever the case is. So Will has a level head, okay? She needs to listen to Will. Like, I don't know who's older. I don't know, because Will sound like he's old, but I don't think Will is older, but he sound like he's older. Designer sounds like just acting like a little kid. Okay, like please, like put that aside. This is business. You're trying to get your father onto your brother's track, so you're his manager. So let's just be business about it. But knowing Designer, she got drama along the way. All right, so Charlie and Sienna. So this is the scene here. So Charlie says she wrote her own rhymes and she reached a peak at it. So Sienna says she had no food, and Charlie Baltimore said, I figured. So Charlie says she had to link up with Irv and Ja, because I believe they're doing the reunion and stuff like that. So she said it's stressful, and she broke her leg in 5 places. Charlie Baltimore, I didn't know that. And they showed pictures or whatever like that. I was like, dee, or whatever the case is. So she don't really wear the heels how she used to and stuff like that because of what happened. I don't even know how she said she broke it. Can anybody let me know? I don't know if she said it on there, but if she didn't, let me know how she did, because I don't know. You guys know I'm not really into the celebrity. I need to get in there just a little bit, just a little tad, so I can do a little something, while I'm doing these reviews, okay? Because if I do these type of reviews, I gotta know, some background or whatever the case is. She felt like she was never gonna walk again. So she says she has to get her own gigs. She said that Sienna has to get her own gigs, and she has to put a little bit more into it. Okay, so Charlie said, I'm not going to babysit you. Okay, so Charlie Baltimore basically got that apartment for her that she's in New York. And so Sienna said, you baby me, so they was arguing back and forth with her like that. So Charlie said, I got you this spot in NY, and she said Sienna can be naive. So Sienna said she wants to know the next step. So Charlie said you need to get you need to get things established. So she basically saying how Sienna is not really, organized. She didn't say organized, but I'm just putting in my words. She's not really organized. She's not really doing what she's supposed to do. She probably, not really as like, Sienna says she does this and then third or whatever the case is, but Charlie Baltimore is probably seeing it like, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not putting in as much effort as you're supposed to be doing. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think Sienna is putting in the effort, or she just want her mom to do all the work? I kind of think that her mom was still to work. I don't know, but I don't want to put that because I really don't know that relationship. So let's just see. Or they both need to come to a common ground and work with each other. You know, basically, since they are mom and daughter, they need to come to a common ground and you know, write everything out, try to balance out everything, and just to make sure everything is okay or whatever the case is, and work everything out instead of the back and forth arguing. You know what I mean? DJ and Angie, like, you need to tell mom. Oh, Angie said, like, you need to tell mom. So they going out on an outing, like, to throwing a hatchet or whatever the case is. You know, little axes, the hatchet axes. So Angie said this could have been done, and she could have been put the what you said? Okay, no. So Angie basically said you should have been told mom. All right, so they at at the hatchet place. So Deb said, who idea was this? So I think it was, yeah, Angie said it was her idea. So Angie was like, yeah, since we here, you know, whatever like that, it's a good time to tell, you know, whatever the case is. So JJ said, she's shaky. So he said, it's something I have to tell you. So JJ finally, you know, mustering up himself, you know, to tell her, or whatever the case is. So we'll get back to that. All right. So now, so JJ told his mom, and they found a joint that they found a joint in his car, marijuana, whatever. And Dad said, was it yours? He said it was his friend's. And she said, why didn't his friend, you know, take it home? And she said, you have to be more careful. And she said a scenario about what if it was a gun and stuff like that. And she said, you don't know, you know, people's motives. You know what I mean? And she said, why wouldn't you tell me? And she said, does Irv know? And she said, wait a minute. And so she called Irv Gotti, okay? And so she called Irv, and he was like, it's not major. Irv said it's a man code. Irv said I discipline my own way. So Deb said, does Dad discipline you? And Jay said yes. And Deb said no. So it was going back and forth. And then and Deb said, I'll do the talking and you out the picture. And so Irv cursing up a storm. Irv said it's not over. Irv said it's never over, whatever the case is. So they arguing back and forth, whatever the case is. So basically Deb is mad because nobody told her. And then she's really mad at the fact that, you know, JJ has to go through this, and JJ should have told his mom. Okay. So Deb said they will talk later. So designer Will Quan waiting for Flavor Flav, and Will is very level-headed, is what I put, and business-minded. So Flavor Flav came. Flavor Flav. So he came, and Flavor Flav has 7 children and 7 grandchildren, is what he said. He asked how they doing. Designer trying to be professional. Okay, this is good, designer. This is good. Okay. All right. She holding it in, though. She's like she about to explode, but she doing okay. All right, so Quan said he has a song. Designer said it's called Lost Flavor. So Flavor Flav was like, you know, like, I don't know. He just like, so Flavor Flav said, I want to hear it. So they was listening to it, bopping their heads. They like, okay, whatever. All right, so then Flav said, that's dope. He said, I'm proud of you, and you know, and stuff like that. And then he said, you going on your way, young man, stuff like that. You know, so he didn't say that per se, but he basically was bigging him up and stuff like that. So the designer said, she was kind of sneaking this in. So the designer said, I knew he would like it. So Flavor said, you the manager, and he said, that's dope, or whatever. So designer said, I want to do a family project, you know. So she wanted to like put it like family, you know. She tried to like make it sound good, you know. And so they asked about the ad libs and stuff like that. So Flav like and he said when, and Quan said ASAP, and he's like so it's like Flav, like, come on now, like these your children asking you, you know, to do it or whatever the case is. He said that he has to do some things with Public Enemy, and he said he has some other meetings and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, he basically said he can't do it. And so he was like, you know how life, you know, things don't go according to plan and stuff like that. And designer was like, oh my goodness. But she took it pretty well though. I thought she was gonna explode and lash out. But they basically was very somber, and they was just like, all of them were just like, dang, you know, whatever, you know. So hopefully maybe Flav can squeeze them in and change it, you know, he could change his mind. These are his children. If he kind of explains the Public Enemy #1 and be like, look, my kids want me to do this project with them, and I'm just going to the studio with them and try to squeeze in, you know, whatever. Like, maybe he could talk to Public Enemy #1, because that would mean the world to them. You know what I mean? You know, with the rock relationship with designer, and stuff like that, you know, that will really probably up her spirits or whatever the case is. I know I say designer is drama, but to me it looks like she's like hurting, you know, and it's like she's just, you know, putting it out towards others, you know what I mean, putting it on towards others. So so hopefully Flavor Flav can kind of squeeze them in, can kind of find some type of, you know, I don't know, maybe if he could fly them back with him and they go to his studio or wherever out there and they could work on the track out there like that, and then they could fly back, whatever the case is, like do some type of compromise, you know, because they really was very hurt, you know, that their dad, you know, had to decline because he said he had other, you know, engagements and other things and other projects to do. So so that's basically about that. So that's the end of the recap, recap for that. I want to do a little bit of review of the episode. The episode was basically kind of good this time with the little mama and Angie situation. Little mama just needs to figure out if she want to be friends with Angie or not. Okay. I mean, I don't know what type of convo that was, but to me it seemed like it was fake and it was nothing accomplished there. Okay. I mean, I don't understand. It just looked very fake and very forced. So you need to straight up say how you feel about Angie or whatever the case is. To me, I'm kind of not saying I'm taking sides, but Angie, like, you know, Angie was just trying to, you know, do a conversation with her like that, but she didn't like what she was asking her. So it was just basically like, so what you want us to talk about? Like, do you want us to be friends or not? Like, that's all. Please, if I was Angie, I'm like, look, like, what you wanted to be? Because it's like, you know, when you're friends, you do talk about certain stuff like that. But I'm guessing La Mama was saying that, you know, she don't really know her like that, basically. So she didn't like. I guess she was uncomfortable with the question she was asking her. So I guess that's understandable. I don't know what y'all think. So basically that's basically about that. But just like, I mean, that convo was very unfinished, and they need another part 2. Okay, so I mean, just because it's gonna be awkward, you know, it's gonna be awkward silences. It's gonna be very awkward and little fakeness and phoniness going on. So yeah. As far as let me see, with YDB was in it. Oh, with Designer and, you know, her brothers and stuff like that. I could say this for Designer, I was proud of her. I was proud of her the way she handled the situation. She could have definitely lashed out, like I was saying, but she definitely handled the situation very good. She took her brother's Will's advice and said to approach him as a woman, and she definitely, you know. So let's just see what the next episode brings, and maybe it will be a little bit, you know, I don't know. We'll see what the next episode brings. So that's basically it about that. So yeah, but I think she took that really, really well. So big up to you, Designer. Sienna and Baltimore, they need to get their, you know, situation together. I don't know what's going on with that. They need to try to see what they're gonna do, what they're gonna establish and stuff like that, because Sienna seems that she's crying out to her mom. So hopefully Charlie Baltimore, you know, can meet her halfway. They meet each other halfway and try to figure out what they could do. You know, Sienna, get on the ball, do what you're supposed to do. Try to, you know, do some things on your own and show your mom that you can do stuff on your own, and show her what you got or whatever the case is, whatever networking that you have done, and bring it to Charlie and show her, and she'll see, and hopefully she can meet you halfway and do something like that, you know, because your mother and daughter, you know, you shouldn't be doing all that fighting and bickering and stuff like that. You know, life's too short and sweet. You know, you want to get out there and stuff like that. So just meet your mom halfway. Y'all meet each other halfway and things of that sort, and see what happens or whatever the case is. So if you're trying to get your mom as a momager, you know, that's what you do or whatever the case is. You know, just try to just meet each other halfway. So that's basically about that. So yeah, so as far as, like I said, Designer, big ups to her. You know, even though I'll be like, but you know, so and also with Irv Gotti and JJ and them, like they crazy, okay? Irv Gotti is nuts, okay? So Irv Gotti, I don't know, you know, like him and Deb just bump heads all the time. So all I'm gonna say is that you know, they really have to work it out, and JJ, like, you need to spiff it up and don't do any more of that stuff with your friends or whatever the case is, because if you're scared of your mom like that, like, don't do anything else, okay? Because you got this one thing on your record, you trying to do with your, you know, with your dad, like, you know, you just slow down, you know, just listen to Angie, talk to your sister about what you're gonna do, stuff like that, like, y'all just, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's basically about that. But yeah, so I don't think Fat Joe was in this episode writing them, but so that's basically it about that. But yeah, so I'm done. So I hope everything works out with Flavor Flav and their children, and Sienna and Charlie Baltimore, and also Vina and what's her name? Vina and Medina. Please get the Google, because I don't know what platonic means. Please get the Google you know, or get the dictionary, because y'all know what platonic means, so please. So and also Vina, if you like OnStar, please talk to him and see what happens instead of having Medina talk to him. So if you like him, you need to say something, you know what I mean? Maybe he think that, you know, but he say he sees you as a sister, but if you do like him, just say that, because, you know, you probably don't see him that way, because the reaction that you made when she said that, when Medina said that, it's like, okay, you mad about that because you do have feelings for him. That's what it seems like. All right, so that's basically it about that, you guys. And yeah, so if you missed the episodes that I had did in the past, there's an iCard above, down in the description bar below. Definitely go check out all those episodes. And my camera is running hot, so I have to go. But that's just basically about that. So sorry, you guys, this was kind of rushed, but I'm doing a lot of videos in one day. So yeah, so that's basically it about that. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys like this and hope this was entertaining, you know. So that's basically it about that. So yeah, so let me know if you guys have watched this episode, if you're gonna watch this episode, and what do you guys think is going to happen next. I don't know. Let's hope. I don't know. Let's just see. Okay. All right. I want to be surprised. Okay. All right. So that's basically it about that. If you guys have any questions, comments, let us know. Peace. Bye.